Okay. Good morning. Call the meeting to order. We'll begin with the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please join with me this morning for a moment of silence. Thank you. We will begin this morning with the approval of minutes from July 7 and July 10 workshop.
I'll make a motion we approve.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? None. Motion carries. We've approved the minutes from the July 7 and July 10 workshop. There are no requests for comments on agenda items this morning. We do have some action items before the commission this morning. The first being Commission Order 2026-180. It is approving the purchase of 2 salt brine tanks and a liquid application system for pre-treating roads for the Franklin County Highway Department.
Make a motion we approve Commission Order 20.
My name on there for that?
Oh, sorry. What? For which one?
180,
Oh, well,
right?
I did. We just seen the data center part of it. So, but come forward, Jeff.
Thank you. So, yeah, I am Jeff Hayden, and I understand you want to purchase 2 tanks for treating the roads with spray rigs. I know you guys have spent over $1 million so far this year on equipment. I was curious as to what these spray rigs and tanks and everything are going to cost.
Cost is listed on the commission order.
$66,796.
Yeah, $33,398 each. But that's a tank and all the accessories that go along with it. There's a listing of all the accessories that's needed to operate these tanks.
Yes, I don't know where the access to that information is. So 33 grand. Okay, so obviously, you know, we're spending a bunch of money. I was curious, what is the budget for the highway department, road department, whatever, for the year? How much money is that?
I don't have those numbers in front of me. Obviously, Jeff, this is not a back and forth scenario. This is you're commenting on it, but obviously we have those approved budget. These are all within the budget. I don't have the specific number,
Okay.
But we can get that number. But we could provide that for you.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the Road and Bridge Fund, and that's a commitment that the county's made to the voters on the roadways and the bridges. If I recall, last year, I believe they turned money back into the budget. Jim, are you back there?
Awesome.
Am I correct?
Yes, that is correct. We did not use all the budget that rolled back into the fund.
So they're very frugal with their money. I mean, they're using it in a way that's for the people in the county, you know, to keep your roads up and your bridges and such. So,
That's good.
and I give you a
That's
listing of what all is included in that if you'd like.
awesome. Yeah, that's what I was asking. Not trying to cause a problem or anything.
No, it's good. It's good to question.
So, well, you know, if we spend too much money up front, we won't have it for the salt, the brine, the cinders, whatever you're spreading.
We're in good shape there, though. We're packed up for the year already, so we're ahead of the game.
Good.
Do you want a copy of this? Would you like a copy? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll make sure you get it.
Thanks for.
I don't think we have any other requests on agenda items at this point.
I continue
Did
with my
we-
motion.
Yeah, did we
I'll make a motion that we
approve?
approve Commission Order 2026 TAC 180.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. You've approved 2026-180. Next is Commission Order 2026-181. That is the authorization and execution of an amended agreement with GFI Digital for the clerk's office.
Make a
I'll make-
motion. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I'll make a motion, we approve.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. You've approved 2026-181. Next is Commission Order 2026-182, the execution of the WIC Local Agency Nutrition Services Contract for the Franklin County Health Department.
I make a motion. We approve Commission Order 2026 TAC 182.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. You've approved 2026-182. The next is 2026-183, the consent agenda, and all items listed thereon, which is the clerk fees and the building department fees for the month of June.
I'll make a motion, we approve.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. You've approved 2026-183. Next, we have the public comments on non-agenda items this morning, beginning with Ann Hayden. As I remind you, I will give you a little knock on at the 15-second remaining time frame.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
I just want to state again, I'm against rezoning rural property for data centers. And again, I'll ask, when will our questions be answered? When will the discussions be had? The decisions about our future should not happen without meaningful and two-way discussions on the record. Again, I ask, why do we need so many data centers? It's like we need one full building for every citizen. Why? I don't understand. And nobody has an answer about that. I have had many, many people reach out to thank me for showing up here and speaking to you. Many. Like, I get dinged every day after I do this. It's crazy that we have to keep coming. So I'm speaking in opposition yet again. And these people ask me, as I do, are we making a difference? Am I making a difference? Does coming here mean anything to you guys? I don't know. Nobody really knows. Are you going to put the people first or big tech? Our communities matter. Our citizens matter. Our lives matter. Make us feel like we matter to you. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments.
Thank you.
Next, Jeff Hayden.
So due to the non-disclosure agreements that you all have signed, when are those going to expire? Or can you rescind that so that we can actually have a conversation? You know, we sat at the meeting and watched y'all, the presenters of these proposal data centers. We saw that happen, and you guys didn't ask them any questions, but we have a lot of questions about what's going on. How much water, how much power, how is it all going to be supplied, and so forth. So the rezoning of the land around our homes for industrial use is a big no. There's no way we want that to happen. And then you're opening a county for more data centers elsewhere. We don't want that either. So even if you don't have one near your home, they got to bring power from here to there. So it could be coming right through your property, whether you want it or not. I still say no.
Thank you for comments. Next is Jessica Nicodermo.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
One,
I did want to bring up that Dave Schatz has made an appointment with me to speak on some of the issues on Wednesday, so I appreciate that time being given to the citizens. Thank you. I've never been much into government until recently, and recently I watched The American Experiment on Netflix. And I learned some things about how America became America. It talks about the 250th birthday and how the roots of America was really built on we the people. We the people as the root is added to the Constitution. The founders cemented the principle that citizens retain inherent unencumbered sovereignty. If a power isn't delegated in the Constitution, it hasn't disappeared. It belongs to the citizens to exercise or delegate as they see fit. And I am a citizen asking for more regulations before you approve this. Of course, I'm against the approval, but me as a citizen am delegating you, commissioners, to please put the guardrails in place. I am begging you. Also, this argument is effective, and I can point out that the Constitution itself begins with we the people. It is the biggest print on the Constitution. It is what makes us America. We the people. Reinforcing that people are the true source of government authority. That the 10th Amendment acts as an absolute safeguard. Unless the people specifically granted a power to the government and Constitution, it remains with the people. This decision remains with the people. And by that, we deserve a vote. That is the only way you can give us the power. Now, I know the passing of Eckelkamp was this weekend, and it is very sad that somebody has to endure what we're all going through along with a passing. It's very unfortunate that right now we're all wondering what's going to happen now. And I declare us as citizens be a part of this decision on what's going to happen next.
Your time's expired. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. April Reisenhoover.
Hello.
Good morning.
My family just left this weekend after spending the week of July 4th with us, 14 children and grandchildren. They came to celebrate the birth of our nation and to mourn the possibility that this might be the last time we get together on our farm, since we are right next to the McLaren proposed database. My oldest daughter, Amanda, who has been before you, wanted me to read the statement for her since she had to go back to Colorado. Dear County Commissioners, I am submitting this statement in response to multiple comments made by members of the Commission suggesting that supporters of data centers regularly speak with you privately, but choose not to attend public meetings or place their views on the record due to fear of retaliation. Given the weight this assertion carries in discussions about community sentiment, I believe it is important to provide additional context and perspective. I would like to share recent findings from a public opinion poll conducted in Larimer County, Colorado, regarding community perspectives on large-scale data center development. As a part-time resident of both Franklin, 691 Innisfree Drive, and Larimer counties, I have discussed this poll in both verbal and written statements to the Franklin County Commission. In that poll, 94% of respondents indicated opposition to the establishment of data centers within the county. Larimer County differs from Franklin County in population size, demographics, and political composition. However, one outcome may be especially relevant. Opposition to data centers in Larimer County was broad-based and came from residents across the political spectrum. The issue has become a point of unity among individuals who often hold very different political views. I have personally observed the same pattern here in Franklin County. Residents from a wide range of backgrounds, age groups, and political affiliations have come together in shared concern about the proposed data centers. This alignment is not driven by any single ideology, but by common priorities related to water usage, energy demand, infrastructure strain, long-term land use, and environmental impact. Although each county must evaluate its own circumstances, the outcome in Larimer County aligns with what has been seen in other communities across the country. Polls, public meetings, and demonstrations in multiple regions have shown similarly broad. In my opinion, the idea that Franklin County is somehow unique, the supporters of data centers are simply remaining silent and willing to put their views on the record is not supported by these broader patterns. I hope this
April,
information is useful
your
as
time is
Franklin
expired.
County continues to evaluate these proposals and consider the perspectives of the community.
Nancy
Thank you.
Watson.
Amanda Lane.
Presiding Commissioner Schatz, Commissioner Cox, and Commissioner Overschmidt. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Over the past 2 weeks, many more of our family members, in addition to the 12 currently living on our property, came to enjoy the beautiful, peaceful, quiet countryside. Together, we celebrated the 250th anniversary of our nation. This land has been in our family for nearly 50 years. We remain hopeful that the property next door will never be the site of a hyperscale data center. We remain hopeful that Diamond Farms will never be the site of a hyperscale data center. We ask you to visit our property. 2 other families nearby have made the same request. If you no longer have their request, I can put you in touch with them. You have my contact information on the sign-in sheet. You visited Altoona and Ashburn. Visiting local properties should be part of your due diligence. Do respond to our requests as you deliberate on decisions which profoundly affect the future of your constituents and Franklin County. Thank you for your consideration.
Thank you, Nancy.
Thank you.
Twyla Ashworth.
Well, thank you for pronouncing my name right. Most people get it wrong. So anytime somebody pronounces my name right, I'm thrilled. Thank you. Okay, I was in attendance a while back whereby you approved the construction of a new bridge. At that time, your approval required environmental impact studies. And now here, a new subdivision is being planned for Krakow, in which you placed all kinds of requirements and studies before any construction. My question is this: why aren't you requiring the same diligence for data center developers? I think it's so much more important for data center developers to at least meet the same criteria as a bridge or subdivision, given data centers' tremendous mass land development, massive energy consumption, tremendous need for water, not to mention the greenhouse gases these data centers emit, facing the health and affecting the health of people, wildlife, and the very environment in which we live. Civilizations that existed in the past, like the Aztecs, the Mayans, the Minoans, and others, were at one time mighty and prosperous civilizations. But something happened that those civilizations no longer exist. While historians still debate exact catalysts for this, widespread environmental crises, resource depletion, and warfare are widely considered the primary drivers of their decline. We could be facing the same demise ourselves. The Western states are now facing serious water depletion. Do we want to continue on this path of recklessness? I hope not. Those of us who live rural do not want to be commercialized, industrialized, data centerized, or subdivisionized. We just want to be left alone to live the rural lifestyle we choose. With the world we live in today, foreign countries will not feed us. They will sit back and laugh at us for being fools by not being the good stewards we should be by protecting our water, land, and air. I ask you to vote no on all these data centers. Vote no on the new land regulations. Once destroyed, our environment and natural resources may not be fixable. We too might become extinct. Extinction happened to other civilizations that thought they would always prosper and live the good life, but they are nowhere to be found today. Think about it. Our civilization too is not invincible. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Travis Layton.
Hi, good morning, guys.
Morning, Travis.
Hey, I'm not going to talk about Festus today. I want to actually talk about your ordinances that you guys are considering, and I just have a couple of comments on that. First one is, I didn't see anything in here about restrictions during like a drought alert, like the one that Governor Kehoe had in effect for about 6 months within the past 12 months. Have seen that in other ordinances for other places. I think it's a good idea. I've seen it handled different ways. Like you might just trigger it off of if the governor has us under a drought alert, or maybe the river is at a particular level using instrumentation. I mean, whatever criteria to trigger it, or you guys make a declaration, just something to cover for when, because we know we're going to get in them again, just to have that there in place. The other thing I was going to ask is if maybe you guys would consider doing your own baseline data study for maybe air and sound, and that way you're using the vendors you pick. You're not relying on the Provident or Beltlines data. And the next thing, the noise limit thing. This is the first one I've seen where it's just 10 dBA above whatever it is now. So whatever it is now, I'm thinking of it, is it 10 dB of peak noise at anywhere on the perimeter? Is it an average over the day? Is it instantaneous? If it's by the highway, it's 60 dB, and by the subdivision, it's might only be 40 dB. So you're going to take the worst case 60 plus 10. So now the subdivision has to take 70 dBA. That's, what I'm trying to say. I think you do. So if you had a good baseline, and I'm assuming that you're not going to say, well, it's 10 dBA above the traffic noise just in this spot of the perimeter. I'm sure it's going to be like one number for the whole perimeter. That would be impossible to try to make it variable around the whole thing. And just something to consider if taking a measurement like by the highway during peak traffic, you might get 60 dBA, and you don't want it to be 70 24/7. That's a big difference. And the no limit on construction thing, we all know these things are in a state of construction for 5 to 7 years. that's another thing to keep in mind. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. Next, Dana Bowers.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Congratulations, guys. I do have to tell you, I visited Festus last night. That's a clown show, let me tell you. It is. Very much so is. So this is, the disrespect is still disgusting in this room at most times, but at least it's not a complete and utter crap show like down there. One thing that was mentioned by several different individuals on different occasions was we as a county didn't want to be sued if we were to actually put a stop to this and just say no and call it as it is, which is spot zoning. And we say, absolutely not, it's spot zoning. That goes against our master plan. We don't want to be sued. Well, here's the thing is, I've said this before as well, we the people don't care because A, we have insurance as a county to help us. We have an insurance policy. Are you aware of this? Okay. And also you have two coalitions in this county that the people have literally given a lot of money to have attorneys to protect us, which if you guys say no and utilize the resource that our master plan states is for us, spot zoning, our attorneys and our coalitions would back the county in their decisions because it's the will of the people. I'm not going to stop coming and literally utilizing my time. The will of the people, guys. And Dave, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry to call you out on this, but I and other people have filed complaints, formal complaints with the MEC. You have literally violated RSMO 130 with your two photos of your company logo of your business on your flyers, your mailers. It's against the law, paid for by citizens of Schatz. It's illegal. Also, we aren't going to re-elect someone that we didn't elect to begin with. We didn't want you then. We don't want you now. We're not re-electing anyone. You were appointed. This is one of the reasons why we didn't want you appointed. I hope you two gentlemen are really honestly keeping open ears and open eyes as to the corruption, as to why Kehoe appointed him here. Please, gentlemen, keep your eyes and ears open, do the will of the people, and do as we ask of you to do, and just say no to this. Also, where's the plan B for General Lee landfill? The grant was denied, so what's the plan B? Does anybody have that plan B? Because it's not just polluting Jim's land, it's in our river. It's coming down to us too.
Thank you for your comments. Next, Linda Carr.
Yes. Hearing is defined as passive and happens without trying. Listening is active and needs focus and effort. Good listening can make relationships better and support mental health. Definition of secrecy: the practice of hiding information from certain individuals or groups who do not need to know, perhaps while sharing it with other individuals. Now, the University of Arizona Global Campus describes the purposes of secrecy are guilt, shame, and a fear of being discovered. You're pushing to spot zone 2 parcels of land. That's against the state law. You already have it. You know what it is about spot zoning. I have a copy here, and I know, just in case you've forgotten it, I've put one right here on the table for you. You're hearing, but you have never listened to any of us. Your hearing is in ignore mode. All the meetings, emails, testimonies, you haven't read every one of those testimonies since January because you're not concerned about the people of Franklin County. When the developers speak, we're nothing more than just salespeople selling a product for their gain. You perk up and you listen to them. But you've lied to us, to God, to yourselves. The love of money is your idol, not the Almighty God. You're doing everything you can to have loopholes, change tax codes, and whatever to push through, not what you're here to do by protecting the people, but for your own selfish agendas. At 3 different times, Mr. Schatz, you stated, we're trying to figure out how to share the wealth throughout all of Franklin County. grown men. What wealth? We don't know anything yet. You hear it, you see it on paper, but it's not, you don't know if it's really going to happen. First, you have no idea what the wealth or when, only lies that you're deceptively believing. The phrase, share the wealth. Do you know where that comes from? Socialism. Destroying 2 townships that have had no representation about destroying our communities, and you want to share the wealth with everyone? Every flipping dime should go to those 2 districts that to be destroyed. That is, if you vote yes for this and they come through. So technically, those parcels of land are protected by this ordinance. Please follow this ordinance. Paul, in his letters to the church of Corinth, he said, you've lost your first love, God. In Galatians 5, he states, as born-again Christians, we're known by our fruits: love, joy, peace, goodness, patience, kindness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control. Where's your fruits, men? In 2 Corinthians 11, Paul emphasizes, I will do it to cut out the ground from under the feet of those who boast of what they're doing with God's work in just the same way that we are. God never sent those men at all. They're all phonies who have fooled you into thinking that they're Christ's apostles, yet I'm surprised. Satan can change himself into an angel of light. So it is no wonder his servants can do it too, and what seems like godly ministers. In the end, they will get every bit of punishment that their wicked deeds deserve. It's okay for you guys to say stop. Back down from pushing these AI data centers. We respect you so much for that. Please stop. Be honorable, humble, and sincere. Please. We're begging you. Thank you.
Thank you for your comments. That ends the comments on comments on the non-agenda items. Do we have any elected official or departmental reports today? No one willing to raise their hand. I thought Jim was stirring back there, but he's not necessarily. Any further commission discussion? Nope. Mark, just one clarification. I don't think we currently, there are no NDAs on data centers.
Correct. There was one at one time with Beltline, but that we agreed with Beltline months ago to terminate that NDA. That's been at least a couple of months ago. So there haven't been any in effect.
Just a clarification there. So, anything else?
I just wanted to mention that, you know, we get accused of things that we're not guilty of, and it's hard to remain silent a lot of times when you're hearing these things. But we do get letters. I got one this morning. I do read them, and I do appreciate them. But the fact that we don't get out there and, you know, wave it around and everything doesn't mean that we're not seeing these letters and reading them. And I appreciate them. That's all I want to say.
Paul, anything from you?
Nope.
I'd entertain a motion for adjournment.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. We're adjourned. Thank you, folks.